Hey guys, it's M16 here. Today I've got some more Object 140 gameplay for you today. Obviously this is one of my favorite tanks in the game right now because it's it's a really good tank and I'm just having so much fun playing it. But some background for this game: 2 out of the last 3 games before this, uh, I was ammo racked from full health in my Object 140. First game, I got ammo racked by an E100 using AP. It was a full health ammo rack. I did like 900 damage that game. Then I played a match, got set on fire once or twice, and then I played another match, and I got caught side on by a Jagdpanzer E100 who, again, ammo racked me from full health, so I think I did like 600 damage that game. So you'll see me doing some things that I normally wouldn't have been doing, like popping adrenaline when I really didn't need to, but I was doing it just to make sure because I was having such terrible RNG. Anyways, spot the T-62, put a shot into him. He hits the pipes in front of me. I'm pretty sure he's shooting at my platoon mate. So I'm just making sure that T-54 over there isn't popping out, trying to get his cheeky shot in. And then this one comes in and he turns this hole right when I fire, so I missed. And that time, yep, he was shooting some gold ammo and he didn't shoot at me yet. So a T-62A ran, so this T-54 and the other T-54 are easy pickings. But I saw that he popped adrenaline, and even though I had like 3 tanks for backup and I really didn't need to, especially because he wasn't shooting heat at me, I popped my adrenaline just because I was like so nervous that I was just going to get wrecked by this random T-54 driver because I was having such horrible RNG. I just automatically assumed I was going to get set on fire like 6 times in a row and then ammo racked, and I just didn't think it was going to end out good, so I just popped my adrenaline and I didn't need to because he died like 3 seconds later. Another example of really odd RNG, I bounced off the butt of a T-95, and yeah, I just start putting a couple shots into him, and then I think I put one more shot into him. Instead of his butt, I get his side, and then I decide to start shooting at the T-110E4 because the T-95 ran, and then I start shooting at this IS-8, and right now, I'm not sure if I'm spotted or not. When that IS-8 looks over here, and then he shoots me, and obviously I'm either spotted or he got super lucky, but he's not looking at me anymore, so I don't know. Maybe I was just unspotted and he got a lucky shot, but I really didn't like him shooting me, so I put him down, looking at a shot for the T-110E4, but I didn't get it. I dive down because I'm going to go across, but I don't want to dive down into the piles, and so I go over here because it's happened to me before where I dove down there and I've gotten stuck, and that'd be embarrassing if I was recording, right? Anyways, I go and I put down this T-110E4 and I get spotted by him and almost get there to put down the T-95, but my platoon mate takes care of it, so we get a Brothers in Arms medal. That match I did 3,512 damage. My platoon mate did 4K. He did really well. I actually met him on a game in Oasis Palms that I wasn't recording. I was in my IS-7. He was in his 140. I think it was like his 11th game in the 140 or something. And I think I did like 6,000 damage and he did like 3,000 damage. And it came down to, it was me versus him and a Jagdpanzer E100. That was a 2-shot. I killed the Jagdpanzer and then he tried to come and get me and he almost got me. It was super close. But because I was close to the border of the map from where I positioned myself in the start of the game, I was able to back my butt up into the wall, and so he couldn't get around me, so I ended up barely beating his reload to finish him. And this game was kind of special right here because this game I end up getting my 700th Top Gun on but I have to use 21 heat rounds in this match. That's what I did to not take any chances this game. I used 21 heat rounds just because I really didn't want to lose, because I was having such a terrible day from the other games that just getting ammo wrecked, like full health, like 2 out of 3 games was horrible. And then actually I stopped recording after this match, and then I think 2 matches later I get ammo wrecked from like 700 health, so I was just not having a good day with RNG. It was like super bad. And my team actually listened, and they go hills, and we got one person in the town to spot them, which is what you ideally want. And on dead rails, you want one person to be able to draw the enemy team in, and you want everyone else on the hills to snipe them and just tear them apart, because the hills and the rails on dead rail are where you need to be going. The rails are iffy because you can get sneaky shots off and shoot under the tracks or between the cards, or there's some cards that have holes in them that you can shoot through, so the tracks are really iffy, and this spot right here is my favorite spot on this map because it's got this little itty bitty bush where if you're careful enough it can protect you until you shoot. And I'm starting to go around until there's a T-44 spotted right now, and it looks like he might have just spawned in or he was coming around, but he's starting to run away, and I don't end up getting over there in time to get a shot off at him. By now the enemy team knows that we're not in the Valley of Death, and so because we have a person in the cap, that's going to draw them to us so they can reset the cap and not get a loss within like 3 minutes of this match. And I don't know what spotted me, but there's a Yak Panther 2 spotted, so I take a shot at him right after I get spotted, and I pull back from all those guys, and then I get hit right now from I assumed it was either an E100 or a 704. There's only one E100 was spotted, and yeah, it was a 704, and I really didn't want to get hit by him again because my experience within the last 4 games with this tank, I'd got ammo racked twice from full health, and so I didn't want to get hit by another big old gun, and don't want it to happen again. And I spend the rest of this match within 15-20 meters of this exact spot that I'm in right now. I don't move a whole lot, but I do shoot a whole lot. And, yep, didn't get a shot at that E100, but I'm spotted again, so I pull back. I really only want to be exposing my turret here, because if I expose my lower glacis, they'll be able to shoot me and damage me, which will not be fun. And because they've got 2 E100s, which have really big guns, and a mouse, which still has a big gun. It's got a 128 on it. So I don't want to be messing around with any of those people and be getting shot at a lot by them. This E100 couldn't really get a shot at his lower glacis, so I switched to heat, and I end up hitting his gun mantlet. He backs up. I keep checking to see if I can get his lower glacis, but he backs up a little bit more than I could get a shot into it. Then the other E100 spotted me, so I put one more shot, and I bounced that. I back up, and then they hit my turret, which bounced, which was nice, because that was 150 millimeter, not centimeter. Jesus Christ, if that was 150 centimeters, holy crap. Anywho, that was a 150 millimeter shell that bounced off of me, so if it did damage me, I would have been really hurting. And I spend most of the rest of this time trying to hurt that mouse, because he's got all the cap points, and so I really don't want him to be alive, because if I can't damage him, then we're going to lose. I try to reset him with HE, but my gun's not high enough caliber to even splash damage the side of the mouse's turret. I missed that heat shell because I gave it too much lead. And then here, I can't get a shot at the E100. And then the cap is at 70% now, so it's really starting to get desperate. And so I look over there, I switch to heat, and I beg for that mouse to turn his turret enough so I can penetrate it. And then he does after I shoot that E100. He backs off and turns his turret, and I get a hero cap reset and reset it from almost being completely capped out You only had to stay there for another 10 seconds or so, and he would have won. And I missed my shot in the T-44 because RNG. Then I take a shot at him to kill him for like 30 health. And then this mouse has got the cap back up to 20. I'm still safe from the 704 because of the hills to the left of me. And I really should have been shooting towards the rear of the mouse's turret. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, if a mouse is angling his turret, shooting towards the rear, for some reason, gives you a better shot at penetrating it. Like, it'll be gray sooner than it is on the front of the turret. I don't know why it's like that. I'm pretty sure it's the same thickness all the way through the side. But shooting the rear of the turret always usually gives me more success. And the rear of the turret is where his ammo rack is, when you can tell that by my skin mod that I have to show you guys where the modules are. I don't really need it personally because I pretty much know where to shoot to damage what. Besides crew, don't really care about crew that much though. But I pretty much knew where the modules were. The skin is to help you guys, so you guys can look and see where you should aim to penetrate the people. And yep, the mouse is trying to reset, or not trying to. I'm trying to reset the mouse. I've used up almost all of my heat rounds. That was my 21st heat round that I shot that round, or this round. This is crazy. I start to go object hunting, and then he ended up coming to us, which is nice because now I don't have to be nervous about getting hit by his gun, because it's pointed the wrong way, and I get him from behind. Then I kill him, and I start typing 21 heat shells, but it says battle finished because it was 7 minutes long. Killed him at the last second. And yeah, that was my 700th Top Gun. Ended up getting 185 base defense points, which is, I'm pretty sure it's the most I've ever had, which is pretty nice. And yeah, this was a great game overall. Kind of special because it was my 700th Top Gun. I almost have 1,000 Confederate medals, so I'll probably be trying to record that match and try and put that much on YouTube. I have to get like 40 some more. It'll probably take like a month or two to get it, unless I start playing a lot, but I won't be able to play a lot because in like 4 days I am driving off to college for my sophomore year. And because I'm going to be in college, I'm going to have to do a lot of studying, and so I won't have very much time for Blitz. And because I won't have very much time for Blitz, I won't have very much time to record for Blitz, and I really won't like have an hour or two at a time where I can just record the commentary and audio, because I can't do it because my roommate will be in the room, and I have to do it at a time where he's not there and where I am there, so it's just going to take a lot longer to get gameplay recorded. Anywho, this is World of Tanks Blitz replays with M16. Remember to always keep an eye on your minimap, and don't forget to sacrifice plenty of MS1s to Stalin so you don't get sent to the gulag after you get ammo racked 2 out of 3 games you play. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a nice day.